The arrival of the spring blossoms at St. Agnes marks a transition into a busy liturgical season. As we maintain our parish home, please note that today's second collection is dedicated to operational support. For those participating in our April fundraiser, the cash calendar officially begins this Wednesday, so please ensure your tickets are submitted to the office. We are also preparing for our inaugural quarter auction fundraiser on Saturday, May 9th. From noon until 3 p.m., families from both St. Agnes and St. Mary's will gather in the church hall for an afternoon of community support. These weekly contributions and special events provide the physical resources needed to sustain our spiritual mission, keeping our doors open and our facilities ready for the congregation. Our parish life is defined by the milestones of the families who call St. Agnes home. This month, we recognize 3 families celebrating their wedding anniversaries: the Bartas, the Bakers, and the Johnsons. Daniel and Rosemary Barta marked their anniversary on March 1st, followed by Brian and Kimberly Baker on the 17th, and Deborah and Michael Johnson on the 31st. Publicly marking the dates of these enduring commitments highlights the individual histories that form our collective parish identity. These families have shared their lives with this congregation for years, anchoring our community in shared experience. Amidst the activity of the spring calendar, the Lenten season invites us to seek out periods of quiet reflection. To find that refuge, parishioners are invited to Eucharistic adoration every Tuesday morning at St. Agnes. The hour of prayer follows the 9 a.m. Mass and concludes with benediction at 10:30 a.m. in the chapel. Father Charlie describes the mystery of our faith as an act of self-surrender rather than self-preservation. Dedicating this specific time in the chapel puts that surrender into practice, moving away from the noise of the world to focus on the truth. On Sunday, March 29th, a unique devotion will take place at Nativity BVM Church, starting at 3 p.m. Known as Gorzkie Żale, this traditional Polish service consists of bitter lamentations sung in English, following a practice that dates back to medieval passion plays. The service moves through 3 parts: an opening hymn, the Soul's Lament, and Mary's dialogue with the soul, concluding with benediction. Participants spend 3 minutes immersed in these historical songs and prayers, which reflect on the emotions of the Blessed Mother. This Polish tradition brings the physical reality of the Lord's suffering into the present day. As the liturgical calendar moves forward, the focus of our prayer shifts from the suffering of Lent to the victory of the resurrection. We will observe this transition with the Stations of Light on Wednesday, April 8th, following the 6:30 p.m. Mass. While the Stations of the Cross follow the path to crucifixion, the Via Lucis features 14 stations based on scriptural appearances of the risen Lord. This prayer experience follows the accounts of the apostles as they witnessed to resurrection, tracing the journey from the empty tomb to the descent of the Holy Spirit at Pentecost. This post-Easter timeline concludes on April 12th with our Divine Mercy Sunday devotions. The afternoon begins with confessions at 2 p.m., followed by a 3 p.m. prayer service and the singing of the Divine Mercy Chaplet. According to the diary of St. Faustina, those who receive Holy Communion on this feast day in a state of grace obtain the complete forgiveness of sins and punishment. Please review your physical copies of the Parish Bulletin to confirm the specific times for all upcoming Holy Week and Easter liturgies. From supporting our fundraisers to gathering for shared prayer, every event on this calendar is an opportunity to participate in the life of the Church. By joining these devotions, we journey through the season together as one body of faith.